every household. What are the different purposes for which we need water? Can you tell? First, drinking. Second, bathing. Third, washing clothes. Fourth, you can say cooking. And there are so many other uses which you can tell yourself. An earthen pot. Earthen, it is made up of earth. It has got a lid. A lid. So it will protect the water from other contaminants which can fall into it. Then the tap. Tap will ensure that nobody dips anything outside from outside in order to take out water. So you can just open the tap and have fresh water. The water inside will remain protected. The material used is earth or the soil. Soil is used to make the pot. This also is an earthen pot, earthen pot made up of soil. The material used is soil. It has got a lid to protect the water. It has got a spout to pour water so that nobody removes the lid and puts something in order to remove water. So you just have to pour the water from the spout. So water will come out from here. So the water inside is clean. It will not get contaminated. This bottle is filled with filtered water bottle, which you get from the market. Then this is a dispenser. It has got a tap here. This is a tap. The top is covered, so nobody can dip anything from outside to take out water. Water comes out from here, so the water remains clean. It remains protected from getting contaminated. Moreover, this is made of plastic. The bottle as well as the container, they are made up of plastic. This is a storage tank. It has got lids. These are the lids. So the water won't get contaminated. You have to make an opening over here on the side. You have to make an opening and you have to connect it with a tap. So it is having a tap over here. So you open the tap and the water will come out of it. So it is also protected. It is a good storage uh, tank, bigger tanks. These bigger tanks are used nowadays in cities in order to store drinking water. This is a metal pot made up of copper. The material used is copper. It has got a lid as a protection, but there is no tap. There is no tap to remove water. So tap is not there. So in order to remove water, you have to open the lid and dip something to remove water, and that contaminates. If the glass which you use in order to remove water, if this is dirty, then the whole water will get contaminated. The water inside will get contaminated. A stainless steel tank, stainless steel, stainless steel, the material used is stainless steel. It has got a lid so that it has protection from getting contaminated, and usually there is a tap provided on the side in order to remove water. We need water all the time. We have to store water in the house so that we can get it when we need it. Earlier, brass and copper pots as well as earthen pots were used to store water. People also built tanks in their houses to store water. Built tanks in their houses to store water. Nowadays, steel or plastic is also used to make different containers for storing water. Containers storing water are made up of steel or plastic. Care of drinking water. How do you care for the drinking water? To ensure good hygiene. To ensure good hygiene, we must have safe drinking water. Hygiene is concerned with cleanliness, everything about cleanliness, clean hands, clean pot, clean uh, water extractor, clean lid, and even the glass which you use for drinking, it has to be clean. So, all this ensure that you are ensuring good hygiene. You make sure that it is a good hygiene practice. So, your water remains safe for drinking purpose. If we consume contaminated water, it can cause disease. Contaminated means, suppose this is dirty. You are putting something dirty in the pot. So if that dirt goes into it, along with that dirt, germs enter, microorganisms which cause diseases. They can cause disease. So those microorganisms enter. Such water becomes contaminated water. Such water is known as contaminated water. So if we consume or drink contaminated water, it may cause some diseases. So it can cause diseases. That is why. That is why means that we should not suffer from any disease. We take special care of the water we store for drinking and cooking. So, what are the precautions which we should take? We keep the drinking water containers covered. So, we have to cover it. This is the cover, lid over the pot. You can see the lid over here also in one of the hands. This is the lid. With this lid, you can cover it. So, how does it prevent? How does it ensure cleanliness? It prevents dust and other rubbish from entering the water. If we dip our hands in the water to take it out, the dirt on our hands can enter the water. So we use a dipper to take the water and we replace the lid at once. So this is the dipper. Dipper. So where is the dipper? The dipper. It is the dipper. See, you can see this dipper. In order to take out water, we use dipper, and we immediately replace the lid at once. We replace the lid. As soon as you remove water, you put back the lid on it. So that is replace the lid. But the best method of taking water is to have a tap on the container. So this method is good enough, but better still is having a tap. So no question of removing the lid again and again. You just open the tap, the water will come out. So that is clean water. You don't put anything inside, so the water does not get contaminated. Suppose you remove the lid and something falls in it, then also the water gets contaminated. Here, there is no question of removing the lid, so the water remains pure and safe. So that is the best method of taking out water, is to have a tap on the container. So we are having a tap on the container, a tap on the container. This is the tap on the container. You can have a tap like this. This is the container. This way it becomes easier to take the water, and it also prevents contamination. So having a tap on the container, what are the advantages? First advantage, it becomes easier to take the water. And second, what is the second? It also prevents contamination. But this container is going to empty after some time. So when the water in a container is finished, what do we do? What are the precautions we take? We wash the container before refilling it. If we take such care, drinking water remains clean. Do you know? So, what should you know? Water does not become stale. Stale means, after, suppose you keep milk or any other food item, after some days there will be it will become stale. Stale means smell, foul smell starts coming out of it. You do, the taste also becomes, you will not like the taste also. So it means the food has become stale. But water does not become stale. Some people believe that the previous day's drinking water must be thrown away and fresh water stored every day, because the previous day's water becomes stale. So this is a misconception. The previous water does not become stale. Becomes is wrong. It does not become stale, because this is a misconception. Misconception means wrong idea. Throwing away that water amounts to wasting good water. The water does not become stale, it does not become stale. Stored water does not become stale. So you should not throw it out. Don't throw. Water does not become stale, so don't throw. If you throw, it is waste of water, wasting water. Wasting water. So if you throw away water, good water, it is wasting of water. We should drink water for, we should use drinking water for other purposes only if it gets dirty due to some reason. We should use drinking water only for drinking purpose or cooking purpose. But if it becomes dirty because of some reason, then that water can be reused for gardening, or in toilets, or in washing clothes. Gardening, in toilet, or washing of clothes. Wash clothes with that water. You can make use of the water in that way. In cities, we have big buildings, and water tanks are fitted on the roof of the building. From that tank, it is connected to all the flats in the building through pipes. You can see in this diagram over here, it is an overhead tank diagram. This is known as block diagram. You cannot have photographs. So how we can represent the tank? This tank can be represented by a rectangle. So you have to write over the overhead tank. That tank has two connections. One arrow shown here has a pipe going into the tank. So this tank inlet, it is known as inlet of the tank. The water flows into the tank, so it has to be on the top at the top level of the overhead tank, and water which is to be drawn from the overhead tank, it has to be at the bottom level. So this line has an arrow head like this. It is taking the water away from the tank. Inlet tank takes water into the tank. It is situated above. The outlet of the tank, it has to be at the bottom of the tank. So it is connected to different parts. So it is connected to the toilet here, it is connected to the kitchen, it is connected to the bathroom. It can be connected to different parts of the room. And such flats, all the flats are having such pipe connections through which the water can be supplied to the individual flats. So this is water supply in a house. Can you tell if the rule is for everyone in the house to cook for themselves? Suppose you want to cook for yourself. What are the advantages? You can cook what you like. You can cook according to your like. But what are the disadvantages? Disadvantages are many. Everyone will have to go to the kitchen in order to cook. Everyone has to arrange everything for himself, like grain, flour, vegetables, eggs, milk. Everyone has to store everything separately for individual purpose. So the disadvantages are many. You cannot have too many people, 4 or 5 people in the kitchen together to cook the food of their choice. You will need too many gas stoves. You will need too many utensils. So there are many disadvantages. If every family had to collect water they need from the river, what is the advantage? You can ensure safe drinking water. Safe drinking water. But what are the disadvantages? Many disadvantages. Because every family will have to go to the river to collect water. So lot of time will be wasted in it. You have to carry the load also. You have to go a long distance also. Distance is also far away. So time is wasted. You have to carry the load. The distance is long. So you may use your car to get the water. So it will be very costly to get water for individual family. This is a dam. This is a river, and these are mountains. Across there are mountains on all the sides, and the river is flowing through the mountains. If that path is blocked by a wall, a big, huge wall, which is known as a dam. So if you construct a very huge dam, it will store water. The dam has got gates. These are known as gates. Gate number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 gates are the gates in order to release water. You cannot stop all the water. Some water has to be released. Otherwise, the water will start flowing from the other side and the surrounding villages will be flooded. So, in order to prevent it, we have to release water from here. Water supply for a human settlement. Lakes, rivers, reservoirs are our sources of water. Sources of water. One, two, three. Lakes, reservoirs, rivers, and reservoirs are our sources of water. They are often at long distance from our houses. It is difficult to collect water from such distant places. Besides, we cannot be sure that the water can be used as it is for drinking. Used as it is means without processing. Use as it is. This is a phrase. Use as it is means without processing it for drinking. So, we are not sure whether the water is safe or not. That is why a large water source is identified near a settlement. Settlement is a village or a city or a town. It can be a town or a city where the people have settled. Settlement can be a village, a town, or a city. Water from it, water from it means the source of water. From the source, water from the source is brought through large pipes to a common place. There, the water is made safe for drinking. This is called purification of water. Arrangements are made to distribute this water all over the town or city. This is called distribution of water. So, purification of water. What is purification of water? Purification of water. There, at a common place, uh, just a minute. Water from it is brought, water from the reservoirs is brought through large pipes to a common place. At that place, at this common place, there is the water is made safe for drinking. It is processed. Purification of water is done. This is called purification of water. What is distribution of water? Arrangements are made to distribute this water all over the city or town. This is called distribution of water. Water tank. Water tanks. This is a water tank. This is a water tank. We know that water flows downward. So, if there's a pipe over here, the water will flow downwards. If we open the tap, the water will flow downwards. But if we want to lift water upwards, we have to use some force. To do that, we need to use a machine. Machines used for lifting water are called pumps. So, what is a pump? A pump is a machine which lifts water. Machine used for lifting water is called a pump. How are the pumps powered? In order to make them run, there has to be something. They can run either on diesel or on electricity. Diesel, we have to put the oil in the engine and make the engine run. Then it will run the pump. It has got two parts. One is the diesel engine, the other is the pump which is driven by the diesel engine. Or the pump can be driven either by diesel engine or it can be driven by electric motor, either of the two. Before electricity was discovered, it was not possible to raise water to a very great height. So, diesel pumps cannot raise water to this height. It can be raised only to certain height, up to here only, diesel pump. So, we did not have very high water tanks. But electric pumps can raise the water to a very high level. So, nowadays we are using electric pumps, pumps driven by electric motor. So, they can raise the water to a very high tank. In the cities, we have electric pumps. The schematic diagram, how the water is brought to your house. Suppose there is a reservoir, a big reservoir, water source. This is the source of water for the settlement. This is the settlement. This is the settlement. These are the factories. These are the residential houses. Water must be supplied to both residence and industry. I for industry, R for residence houses, residential houses. So, water from the source, water from the source of water, from that source, maybe a dam is there. So, from there, it is piped through pipes, it is brought to the water purification center. This is the water purification center. This is water purification center, and this is the pumping station. Pumping station. Pumping station. Now, water is brought from there, it is brought to the water purification center. It is purified at this center. At this center, it is purified. Some processes are there, filtration and adding of chlorine to make it germ free. That is all done in the purification center, water purification center. From there, it has got electric pumps. Electric pumps. What are electric pumps? Pumps driven by electric motor. Electric pumps are driven by electric motor. So the water is carried by the large pipes to an overhead tank. This is water tower or overhead tank. Water tower. From the water tower, you have got the pipes. This is the inlet pipe for the water tower, and the outlet pipe is at a lower level, and it comes over here, and from there it can go to a multi-storied building. So this is a multi-storied building, high building, very high building. So multi-storied building, multi-storied building. So it will go to the multi-storied building, and another pipe is large pipe is carrying water to the residential complex. You can see the residential complex. The water is being brought by a pipe. This arrow shows that the water is flowing towards the residential complex. So there are small pipes. From the large pipe, It is connected through small pipes. You can see the small pipe over here. It is from behind, it is connected to all to the large pipe. So the water is supplied to the residential buildings or residential houses, and one pipe is carrying water to the industrial house. So these are the industries. Water is carried to the industries also. So this is the journey of water from the source to house as well as industries